Allen going to go to the air right away. And incomplete to open things up.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. They go right back to Singletary. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And now they'll throw with Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now Allen off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Now, this play was all about the eyes. As he rolled out to his right, he kept one eye downfield and one eye on what was in front of him, and he ended up picking up some pretty good yardage.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen out to his left. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. Now Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you don't like that call on the opening drive of the game. It's a very strong limb that you're out on right now. Okay, look. The game between college and the NFL continues to creep closer, but that is truly a college play, not an NFL play. Because you'd snap the ball from the 3-yard line there, whether it's going for 1 or going for 2. So it makes sense to try it that way, to maybe fake it. In this case, from the 15, makes 0 sense. And now your lead's just 6-0 instead of 7-0.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Ingram. They find some open field here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. (6-0) our score after 1. Second down and 8. To throw, Winston. Thomas has got it, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's got some space here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break the initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. And one of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, you know, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling the offensive guys, figure it out. Learn how to block it. We may see this situation.
On play action, Allen going deep for Diggs. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Down inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
On 2nd and goal, Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown, Bills. Devin Singletary, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Flush to his right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On first down, Hill. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hill. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Now this is picked up by the Bills. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. 20! And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before half for Allen. On the move to his left. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime, and what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game.
He's got a man complete. The 30, 10, 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 81 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Again, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And some room to work. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just gun? No one downfield there to stop him.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Winston now. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Winston now from the 50. And he rifles one incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Jameis again. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Winston. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Thomas, the man in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston, and Thomas has it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To the air again with Winston. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jarvis Landry, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. What's good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Singletary again. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A give, Singletary right side, and he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. A first down throw for Winston. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Matt Milano in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
No dice for Sean McDermott and the offense. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's Winston. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Hill now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Now it's Hill. Dancing to his left. Going deep here for Landry. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
This one is incomplete. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
One last throw here for Hill. Letting one go deep for the end zone. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And we talk so much about the turnover battle.